Hello again everyone, it's me Flameless, and today we're handling another sapling challenge. This time our objective is to make sure that one species that gives birth to live young is still alive in the year 1000. So here we go. Alright, so first off, let's see if we can get any plants here. And okay, we've got just that plant. So. Okay then, no plants. That's not an impossibility here. We just need to design an animal that can, well, obviously. Okay, let's stop that for a minute. So, from scratch. Purple this time. Let's give it the broadest possible habitats. We're going to need to spread this out all around the planet because we need to be able to make sure that there's enough food for every animal that we want. So that means, you know, there's got to be a lot of stuff to eat. Let's test this out now with some shallow creatures. These will be the ring things. Finally, we'll redesign this for one that can adapt to a harder environment. And we'll also have to shrink some of them to make sure that they can handle the shallowest of waters. Like I thought. Yeah, so... this creates a broad set of environments for every creature that wants to eat something. In particular, these can survive in shallow waters where nothing else can. Whoops, that one got trapped on an island top. Your noble sacrifice is unappreciated. Of course, there's not going to be any animals that can really use that, so... And finally, since we have it deep enough, I haven't been able to really do it before otherwise, we're going to put some phytoplankton out here. And yes, I am indeed throwing tons of it out, just because otherwise I won't be able to feature these kinds of environments. Now, let's give it 100 years for these plants to grow, diversify, and do cool things. Okay, I see. Getting in the water there does apparently screw up the timing thing a bit, so... Okay, so I think that progressed faster than I was expecting, so let's add an animal. Let's start adding in animals. Putting this here gives options for any kind of animal we want, so... let's make it simple here. And put just something on here so it can be more attractive. This is called the illness, I guess. I stand corrected. This is a dacis. And I think I may have put so many plants here that I might be slowing down the engine, so in which case... yeah, so on to the next thing we want to design. Yeah, so we got a slightly more impressive creature here, or... so yeah, got that. For the egg time, we'll now just modify it so that it spends more time inside the mom. Hopefully that by adding more of these creatures in, we'll be able to speed up the process. Of the animal gradually becoming more and more adapted here. And ag. Yeah, I need to clean up a lot of this stuff just because I have so many of them now that I think it's slowing down the engine. Litosis is what it's called, eh? We give it pointier teeth now. Give it a better fin to adapt with, but actually I think I'll replace that with the lobe fins instead so that it can get some more things here. increase the egg time spent in the mother to 50%. I hope this guy grows fast enough to start cutting down on the numbers there. Okay, we can mutate this one now. This is Oncolassis. Make this guy medium-sized. Change him up a bit to be a bit bigger. Eggs now spend 50, so most of the development time inside the parent, and with size now being enhanced, let's make them an actual predator, but I'm going to refrain from one moment. Make them look like an actual predator. Get them a cartilaginous fin. So now we have a shark-like creature that can, well, eat a lot of stuff. And of course, since we kind of been forgetting it before, let's add eyes. Now while we're ready though for this creature to be sent into the wild, I'm not going to let it go out just yet because there's not enough food for it. I think I'm gonna need to restart this really, so I'm just gonna wipe things out enough that I can start over because evidently that was causing problems, so. I put so much stuff in there that kind of wrecked the ecosystem. So we'll let these things proliferate more thoroughly. Because this is a dense environment already. By reintroducing these creatures, we added back in a more broadly set up ecosystem that's also easier to manage. Whoops. We now introduce the vortices. Okay, we finally have this guy up to being an actual predator that can sustain itself in the ecosystem. So for our final test, and I will wait again to introduce this a bit, we'll be adding in new eyes. Whoops. Sorry, clicked out of this thing. You can't see this, but this game exists just as a window that I can't, that doesn't take up my whole screen, so can't really do much of that. Got this here. And I'm curious, so I just want to see how something weird like that will do. Now for the final trick here is to make this animal large, but also that it has fully grown babies. As you might have noticed, I didn't put any genders for them, or sexes as it were. That's mostly because, well, I don't really need to do that yet, so okay, so it did indeed go extinct. So hopefully these guys do not reproduce fast enough to, you know, cause problems. So yeah, it looks like we've completed our goal here. Now I could add new creatures in, but honestly I am kind of tired of just filling out ecosystems for the sake of it. So, but yeah, we've got a simple food chain going on here. So things like these guys eat these kelp and seaweeds and stuff, and well, in turn the smaller creatures are eaten by bigger things like those Portosis, which in turn eat or get eaten by the giant swordfish monsters. I mean, well, large swordfish monsters, evidently. Fortunately, these guys don't reproduce very fast, so their babies just don't have enough time to be terrors of everyone else. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm done with this, so I'm just carefully letting the time wear out. I think I have a problem with setting an ecosystem up that just balloons out of control sometimes, so setting a small area works better here for the simulation. So I'm just going to let this run for a bit and then let the timer work itself out. So the small creatures here, I want to check actually, but yeah, so it looks like only one type of species right here. So the smallest of things here are just these little creatures, the dacis, that act as little most basic animals. Oncalas is the next biggest. Then we give rise to things like, well, Thanks again for everybody's watching, but this is Flamelisk signing off until tomorrow.